Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Judge Judy just laid the smackdown on Alvin Bragg in only a way that Judge Judy can. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you support us and you support Donald Trump in 2024, smash that join button and help us keep bringing conservative news to the people. Folks, Judge Judith Scheindland, this is not her courtroom, but she was holding court when she spoke to CNN anchor and former Fox News anchor Chris Wallace. And the subject came up of Donald Trump. Now, I will let you know right out the gate, Judge Judy, not a fan of Donald Trump as a president. Thinks he was a great businessman, thinks he was a great real estate investor, loved him on reality TV. Not a fan of him as a president, but not an anti-Trump crazy person. She gave her opinion on the case involving Trump and Alvin Bragg, and she tore into Alvin Bragg. She said you'd have to bend yourself into knots to try to find a crime here. She said the case should have never been brought, and she said it was political. Now, what really struck me, I'm going to show you that portion of her interview in just a second. What really struck me is that former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, an absolute non-fan of former President Donald Trump, he appeared on Bill Maher's show on HBO this weekend and said the same thing. He said there is no doubt about it. This was a political hit job. This case should have never been brought. There was no crime. There was no victim. And yet, a jury in New York City found Trump guilty. Gosh, I wonder why that is. You got people that don't like Trump that are telling you this is a political hit job. The only people who support it are people who are currently running against Donald Trump. Hint, hint. They support the decision. They respect the decision of the jury. Yeah. Unless, of course, that jury was in, like, Iowa or Texas or Arkansas. Then they wouldn't like the jury so much. Alabama, maybe. Then they wouldn't care for the jury. But it was in the heart of anti-Trump country in New York City. Let's take a look at what Judge Judy had to say. Leave me your comments. Let me know if you agree with her.
Is that the justice system working, or is it the justice system being manipulated?
I would be happier, as someone who owns property in Manhattan, if the district attorney of New York County would take care of criminals who are making it impossible for citizens to walk in the streets and use the subway, to use his efforts to keep those people off the street, than to spend $5 million or $10 million of taxpayers' money trying Donald Trump on this nonsense. That's my view. But I, as a taxpayer in this country, resent using the system for your own personal self-aggrandizement. Now, if you didn't know...
And that's what you think the DA did in Manhattan?
That's what I think. I mean, if you look, you had to twist yourself into a pretzel to figure out what the crime was. He doesn't like him. New York City didn't like him for a while.
Trump.
Trump.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
What do I think of him? I think he was a good businessman, a real estate guy, and he was certainly terrific on The Apprentice.